you led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.
You guys liked the last Chris Hansen video? We are reacting to another. Today we have a predator who apparently is going to recognize Chris Hansen. They were on like the train together, both getting like up here. I don't exactly know, it's just reading the title. We're in for a wide ride today is what I'm saying. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and let's get into it.
Like this creep pushing 60. But Charles Lawrence isn't looking to hook up with a 13-year-old girl. He's looking for a boy.
He says I live alone. Okay, I'm alone.
Okay, I was gonna make some sort of joke about this dude, but honestly, just her reaction and seeing how she does the text was just so funny. Just like the shrug, like, oh, okay, I'll say this. So like bland, not even caring. Oh god, I forgot whatever joke I was gonna make.
We're working with the cooperation of Fairfield, Connecticut Police and Tetrad Corps, an online predator watchdog group.
So that's it.
In our sting house, we've hidden more than a dozen cameras. We've even placed a microphone underneath a leaf. Lawrence is well educated and apparently very well off. He lives in Fairfield, a jewel of Connecticut's Gold Coast. He's an accountant. He works as a commercial real estate broker.
Yes, he can do all that. But does he have a leaf microphone? A trash can cam? I don't think so. I mean, also, he's one of the worst types of human beings out there. So he's down a bunch of notches. But you know what? That's definitely top on the list.
And get this, he lives only 2,000 feet away from our sting house. A quarter mile he probably wishes he never traveled.
Yo, this dude could have walked and he didn't even see them setting it up.
Hopefully Lori can get this guy back on the feed. I don't care what she says.
Lori from Tetrad is texting Lawrence as our on-site decoy looks on. On social media, Lawrence calls himself an 8x6 guy. The decoy clearly tells Lawrence his age.
How old are you?
Swear you won't report me?
Of course not.
13.
13 is the fake age? This dude likes 13-year-olds? He's almost 60. Oh my god, that's so disgusting.
But when the decoy reveals his supposed age, Lawrence immediately follows up with what seems to be either concern or some unrecognized intuition.
Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
LOL. Really?
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, man, I get it.
The conversation quickly becomes sexually charged.
No shit it does. These guys walk so fast. They're so desperate. That's why it just keeps on going and they escalate from, oh, you're a cop, to sexual conversations so fast.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. But you like guys better now?
Never tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Yeah, you know one?
You're talking to him. LOL. School is in session.
Oh my god. I prefer when they don't say these messages. God, that was so cringe. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Like, I'm not even joking.
How you doing? Good. Just come in.
All the lights on.
I know, it's getting dark out. It's supposed to rain, it's hurricane. You want something to eat?
No,
I know. You can take a seat. Well, you want a drink? You want some water?
Yeah, great.
The one thing I'm always confused with this show, they always do these like camera things and then they do like the camera sound. It's so weird. I mean, obviously it's not the weirdest thing in the show. We have this dude right here. Most awkward conversation ever. Oh, the lights are on. Like he was about to connect it to be like, I'm being filmed. But then just immediately goes in like, oh no, you can offer me a drink.
How's your day been so far?
Good.
Yeah? There you go.
Some laundry done.
So did you bring anything?
Oh, I have in the car.
You have in the car?
But before he can retrieve something from his car, Lawrence is about to get a big surprise.
No, Chris.
And if he thinks he's in for a shock, so am I.
Oh my god, no, Chris. Oh god, he knows him by name. That's great. That is honestly great. This is gonna make it even more humiliating. Though I would like to say, I'm kind of liking the decoy a little bit. It's kind of smart to ask these like extra questions, you know, trying to get to see what he has.
I've caught more than 300 predators in the last decade, and some of them even know me from TV.
No, Chris. What are you doing here?
But this is the first time I've caught anyone who I know. The second Charles Lawrence walked in the door, I thought, I swear I know this guy from somewhere.
Oh my god, it's more than just recognizing by name. They might know each other. This dude is booking it to the door. I think we're about to see an arrest very, very quickly. He's about to just book it out the door. I don't think we're having a full conversation here today.
Now I'm watching from the monitor in the other room as he walks in, and something strikes me. He looks familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And it dawns on me that this is a fellow I had met on the commuter train years ago. Knew his name. He was in real estate. And here he is in our kitchen trying to hook up with a 13-year-old boy.
He knows you by name, okay? That doesn't make any sense. There's a little bit you're leaving out here. Chris just doesn't want you to know. This is his accountant right here.
When Lawrence sees me, he bolts, gripped in sheer panic.
What are you doing here? Chris, please. I know, but you have to explain this. All right. Come here, man.
He runs out the door. But now the man I know from the train is about to be derailed.
Bring him in. Get inside.
The Fairfield cops nab him in the driveway. They slap the cuffs on him and take him into the garage.
My only guess can be is that he didn't want to be caught on camera too much. And he knew Chris Hansen's job. He has to know, and that's why he booked it out so fast. Like, that must have been weird though. Like, all those years, all those times they've been on the train together. And he was a predator, talking to the dude whose main job and claim to fame is catching predators.
At the station, he tries to hide his face with a hoodie, but there's no escape from our cameras.
Okay, yeah, my theory is definitely right. He knows. He definitely knows his job.
He signs away his right to remain silent.
You know, I mean, Chris Hansen is actually, I know him, he's a friend of mine. I commuted on the train for years. And that's more of an embarrassment than anything. I've seen Chris's show before, so
I understand you've seen Chris's show before,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, this is the way this is played out.
No, Chris.
Okay, so they're definitely friends. We got that confirmed. We also got to confirm that the police don't care. Because it doesn't matter. You can tell that story. And I know he's probably just saying it because he's just like, man, I fucked up. But guess what? You fucked up, and that's not what the police want to hear about.
Is it your understanding you were going there to see and talk to a 13-year-old?
no,
No. Okay. Well, that's kind of why. That's kind of
wasn't my
why.
intention at all. I would never do that.
But the detective tells him he had to know he was doing something wrong.
There would be no reason for you to ask this then.
Right.
Are you a cop
Right.
or involved in law enforcement? They respond back, laugh out loud, really? And you write back, gotta be careful.
Right.
Man, he's seen the show, and this is his excuse. He's just gonna play stupid. This dude is supposed to be like... They talked about him with all these jobs and like all these accomplishments. And he's this stupid?
The problem you're going to have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything
No,
like that.
Not true. Because, again, people could say they're 18 and they're not.
But you didn't say that. You just asked after finding out. After the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18. After
Right,
that number was written,
Yeah.
you move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that.
Oh my god, I think I've seen one or two in like versions I've watched on YouTube and stuff like that from this show. That like there's been a few people who's tried that excuse. Oh, I read the number wrong. Shut the fuck up.
When Crime Watch Daily went to his sentencing at the Fairfield County Court, Lawrence entered through the employee entrance in order to avoid our cameras. Inside, he reportedly told the judge, "I am not a pedophile. I use poor judgment, but I have never seen, used, or downloaded child in my life." He got 8 years, suspended after serving 2 years in prison, and he has to register as a sex offender when he's released. That tough sentence is just fine with Fairfield Police Chief Gary McNamara.
First of all, I don't believe him. Second of all, I just can kind of like hope that he won't hold anyone ever again. he's pretty old, he probably can't, and that he didn't do anything beforehand. But it doesn't matter if he didn't do anything beforehand. He did the thing now, and that's all that matters. He got the sentence he deserves. If you have any good, like, Chris Hansen videos for me to react to, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for the success on the last one. It got more likes and views than I ever expected, so thank you, and make sure to have a good night.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bones. You